The Dane County man who killed his parents and dismembered their bodies wants to appeal his conviction.
But now Chandler Halderson faces a major roadblock in doing that. Many of you will probably remember the case. Halderson killed his parents Bart and Krista in July of 2021, then reported them missing. He was arrested for providing false information, and soon after that, he was charged after the bodies of his parents were found. A jury found him guilty in January of 2022, and a couple of months later, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of extended supervision. Well, just last week, Halderson's attorney filed a no-merit report, meaning he did not find grounds for Halderson's appeal.
27 News secured a copy of that report, and now the clock is ticking for Halderson to respond to it.
Grace Hodak has you covered on why law experts say this might be the last time we ever hear from Halderson.
His 23-page no-merit report was filed by Chandler Halderson's attorney, Michael Covey, and it's a major roadblock in Halderson's request for an appeal, as seen here at his sentencing.
I want to take this opportunity to state my intent to appeal my convictions. If there are any lawyers listening and willing to take on my appeal, take a moment to please reach out to me.
UW law professor John Gross tells me a no-merit report is when the court-appointed lawyer assigned to the appeal has read and reviewed everything that has happened before and at trial and decides there isn't any issue they could argue for an appeal because it would be, quote, frivolous and unethical.
The lawyer has to be detailed. The lawyer has to say, I read through the transcript. These are all the things that could have been an issue, but the existing law says that they're not.
Gross says it isn't uncommon, especially in a case like Halderson's, where he says the evidence of guilt was overwhelming.
It's very hard to look at that transcript and find an error that would be so significant that you think the outcome would have changed.
Halderson has 30 days to respond to the report. I asked Gross if he thinks Halderson will. He says it's hard to predict.
But I do think back to the fact that he didn't want to attend his sentencing hearing.
These papers could close Halderson's case for good.
He has very, very few legal options left to him at this point. Once this chapter closes, we really may not be hearing from Mr. Halderson ever again.
The no-merit report states there was sufficient evidence for a jury to convict Halderson on all counts. This includes, quote, the immense amount of evidence to prove Halderson had recently been at both locations where his parents' body parts were found.
All right, Grace, thank you for that.